afternoon or morning or wherever the heck you are, guys. It's July 5th right now, actually. Sorry again for our god awful setup here, as well as our delay. I just thought I'd take a minute in this video to give us a quick overview of the draft, which was last weekend. So let's get into it. This year's first pick went to 17-year-old center Nathan McKinnon of the Halifax Mooseheads, and this was after a fair amount of not conflict, but friendly conflict with Seth Jones, I believe it was. Now, I don't know a whole lot about the players. I made the horrible mistake in not looking a ton into him last year. But what we do know is that he had 32 goals and 75 points this postseason and was drafted by the Avalanche. Personally, more goal scorers sounds like something they need. I don't know a ton about the team, but it sounds like for them that is going to be a very, very wise investment, as a first round draft pick usually is. All right, the number 2 pick went to Alexander Barkov Jr. from Finland, a 17-year-old center. Now, Barkov stands at 6'3" and 93 kilos. He's a pretty sizable guy, not quite someone you'd want to pick a bar fight with. And with 21 goals and 49 points this season, was drafted by the Florida Panthers. Yep, your career is probably gonna die. Or, yeah, Florida, that worries me. I feel bad, but good luck, bro. All right, and then this year's number 3 spot, of course, went to the 18-year-old left winger Jonathan Drouin of the Halifax Mooseheads again. Somehow our Memorial Cup winning teams pumped out 2 of the top 3 picks this year. So, I don't know, I shouldn't have to explain that. That right there is saying something. Drouin had 41 goals and 105 points this season and is just being shipped off to the Tampa Bay Lightning. All right, so that basically caps off part 1 of the interview. Hopefully sound and everything's turning out good. I'll fix that up a bit later. But I want to take a second to focus in on the Leafs, obviously because they are my team. Hopefully for a few of you, that is going to be your team in the future. Now, the Leafs picked 21st overall in the first round. I guess that's all right. A little bit low for my liking, but, whatever. So they ended up selecting Frederick Gauthier. God, I feel bad. I'm butchering his name. But used to play for Rimouski. He stands at 6'4" and 99 kilos. The big dude. Solid dude. And so rumor has it that he actually is planning on playing left or right wing, depending on whether that means AHL for a year or just jumping right into it and getting in on it with the NHL. And so little things like that will always have a sort of advantage when it even comes down to backing up injuries per se, or if it's needed, just filling that massive hole the Leafs seem to be having at center ice right now, especially with Tyler Bozak being somewhat debatable. Per se. I won't go too far into that because it's just money and greed and all that stuff. Won't go there. But personally, I think Gauthier will be a really good addition to this team, just from his size and his point totals. That said, over the next few years, as a result of the whole Bernier-Scrivens-Fratton trade, it seems like the Leafs are in a little bit of a screwy position. Also, with letting go Komisarek, and now apparently, what am I thinking? One more got let go. But now that we got Boland off of the Blackhawks, it seems like we could very well be in for a major line shift next year. Bozak's contract falls through for whatever reason again. This could mean that we're seeing Gauthier playing on the first line for whatever reason that happens to be. All right, and then we also picked 17-year-old center Carl Vert. Oh, God, I'm just awful with names. We'll just call him Carter V for now. Anyway, Leafs picked up 17-year-old Carter V from Niagara, also a centerman, and he's relatively small, but we could actually be looking at Bozak's replacement with this guy and not necessarily Gauthier for whatever reason that happens to be. 18 goals and 41 points on the season on this past OHL season. He played down with Erie, I think it was. And it seems like he's more of a playmaker than he is an actual sniper, which, as a centerman, is personally something I would look for. So, hopefully that goes out all right. And personally, all I can say now is, what do you think is going to happen with the Leafs at center? What's going to happen to their team in general? Will they have a successful run next year? Let me know in the comments, and I will be back with you very, very soon.